concede though? Do you concede people aren't just angry about your leadership over these bushfires? They're also angry at what they perceive as a lack of action on climate change by your government. Yesterday, you did say you would pursue policies leading up to 2030 that would equate to taking real action on climate change. What does that mean? And are you going to be announcing new policies this year?
We'll continue to announce policies in this area, as I said at the last election. And we will continue to take action on climate change. There is no disagreement at a political level in this country about the need to take action on climate change between the government and opposition. There's no disagreement about that at all, and that was made very clear at the last election. There is a need, in my view and my government's view, to pursue a responsible and balanced policy in this area, and that is exactly what we are doing. But I've got to tell you, as I've toured fire grounds and I've sat with the victims of these fires, the most constant issue that has been raised with me has been the issue of managing fuel loads in national parks. That has been, particularly where I was in Gippsland, the most common issue raised with me. And you raise an important point and a right point about our changing environment and our changing climate. What that means is events such as we've been seeing, and it is the culmination of both the savage drought together with many other impacts, not least being the impacts of arson, the number of arsons we've seen through this fire season, is understanding all of those and assuring that we've got regulations and policies in place that enable to deal with these longer seasons that don't often come sometimes with dousing rains. And that means you've got to deal with hazard management in national parks. And often it is the case, those who on one hand say they're seeking those actions on climate change which we're delivering, can on the same hand also be those who don't share the same urgency of dealing with hazard reduction. These are difficult issues to balance and resolve, and this of course will be one of the things that we will consider when premiers come together after they've been dealing with the fires, and that's where they want to be at the moment. I've spoken to premiers about this. They don't want to be coming to meetings, they want to be dealing with the fires, which is exactly where they are, and they'll continue to do that. It's one of many issues, but I've got to tell you, the issue that is needed today is boots on the ground, planes in the air, ships at sea, and trucks rolling into communities that have been impacted. Thank you all very much.